Hello everyone. So today I am doing another video. Today's video is going to be day in my life as a housewife. I play a lot of different roles in the world, but one of them is housewife. This video is for anyone who is younger and maybe about to get married and just wants to know what married life is like, what being a housewife is like. People act like being a housewife is not an actual job, but it is. Being a housewife is essentially just managing the household. For me, that includes managing the finances, but also it includes managing the food, grocery shopping. This is just going to be me bringing you along for a day where most of my jobs today are going to be housewife related. My husband and I both work, but right now he is working a lot more hours than I am, so that's why I currently am doing most of the housework duties. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do is clean the whole house, basically. Mostly that means the kitchen and making the bed. So let's get started. One of my favorite things to do while I'm cleaning is to use my record player because I really do not use it enough. So let's start this up.
The sun won't fall away. It's shining through the door. You must be dying to say hello. Ooh, I just wanna see you smile, 'cause you're so lovely. Ooh, I've been waiting all this time for someone to adore.
Okay guys, so now that the bed is made, the dishes are done, kitchen is clean, I can move on to my next task, which is going to be putting in a load of laundry. I have a laundry machine that I absolutely adore. It is a combined washer dryer unit. It's a little bit limited because it's a combined unit, but it makes it super easy because you can just throw in a load and then when you get home, it's dry. That just seems like the best thing ever to me. And I'm perfectly willing to put up with some of the more limited features in order to get that feature. That's just the best to me. So I'm going to put in a load of laundry and then I will probably just take it out when I get back from grocery shopping. So laundry was always super confusing to me, and to be honest, it still is. But one day when I was in the craft store, I ran across this sign that you're supposed to hang in the laundry room, and it had basically the key for all the little symbols that are on the tags of your clothes. So like this one, there's no care instructions, but there's only this. See, just these little symbols. I never knew what that meant. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know it was instructions. So I took a picture of that sign and now it's in my phone, and so whenever I get confused, I refer back to that sign. I just think that's really funny. So anyway, there you go. If you didn't know about those symbols or if you needed the key, here it is. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is make the shopping list. I'm going to at least 2 stores, maybe 3. The first one is Costco, the second one is H-E-B. I might go to Target if there's things that H-E-B doesn't have. I use an app called AnyList to make my grocery list. You can make separate grocery lists for different stores. You can add items to your grocery list and then just check them off as you go. But the items stay on your grocery list, so later you can go back through your history and basically see everything you've bought at that store. So to make my list, I usually just uncheck the things that I know I need rather than having to remember all of them, you know, because they're already on the list. So it's like they don't disappear from the list, they're just checked off. Anyway, it really helps me to be able to remember everything I need every month. I go grocery shopping once a month. I'll get something here or there throughout the month if I need to. I try to buy fresh things and then prep them all and freeze them if I can. And also, instead of buying things like fresh broccoli, I'll usually buy like frozen bulk broccoli from Costco. So it's cheaper and it keeps longer. And I've definitely noticed that the least number of times I have to go into the grocery store, the less tempted I'll be to buy things that I don't need. Okay, so let's make this list. Okay, we still have a really long day ahead and it is already so late, so let's get going.
Picnic with my best friends. We start to plan what we will do. Now life's back in color.
Please, is there any Charmin? I thought this Scott was the Charmin. Dang it. There's the Charmin. Empty.
Magic in the air as you're watching people dance by sand. Midnight in Paris, oh what a feeling. Steps on cobblestones, thinking this must be La Vie en Rose.
Okay, I'm now finished at Costco. So next up is H-E-B.
That's right across the Notre Dame.
Okay, I made it to H-E-B. It is totally dark now. I don't think I'm going to take the camera into the store because H-E-B is usually really busy. I just don't think I'll be able to get any clips without getting in everyone's way, so I'm not gonna do that. Also, I think I forgot to say earlier today that Daniel is closing today, which means he doesn't get off work until midnight. So that is why I'm spending this entire day just like doing a bunch of chores essentially. So that's why it's 7:30. I'm still out. He's not gonna be home for many more hours, so I'm just gonna keep going. It's also why today got such a late start because he didn't leave for work until like 12:30 or 1 p.m. and I also had a really long meeting in the afternoon, so that's why it's already like super late and I haven't done that much. So I will see you when I get out. Okay everyone, I am finally done. It is almost 9:30 p.m. I think it was close to 5:30, 6 p.m. when I left. So yeah, it's been over 3 hours, 4 hours maybe of grocery shopping. That's a lot of grocery shopping. So I couldn't find everything at H-E-B, so I had to go to Target too. And wow, just wow. I'm really not excited about trying to get this up to the 3rd floor. I'm definitely not going to take all of it right now. Daniel will help me when he gets home or tomorrow or something, but I do have to take the frozen and refrigerated stuff up right now or it will go bad. So yeah, wish me luck with that. Oh gosh. Okay, that is it for the frozen and refrigerated stuff. There's still a lot down there, but at least I'm done with that stuff. Now it's time for dinner. So this sandwich is from work yesterday. I saved it so I could reheat it for dinner today so that I would not have to cook because I knew I would not want to cook. So dinner time. Okay guys, so that is everything that I needed to do today. It is now 10:30. I am probably still gonna stay up and keep working on some other things. It's a very long day of grocery shopping, cleaning, etc. I thought I would make this video for anyone who is wondering what it's like to be a housewife. It's pretty similar to what I would do when I was just managing my home when I lived by myself. But the difference is that when you are in a partnership with someone else, you're actually doing it along with them. It makes the responsibility a little bit higher, because when I lived alone, if I ever was just feeling like super lazy and I just did not want to cook dinner, I just wouldn't. Like, I would find something left over, I would eat out, I would make something like really lame, like, you know, boil some ramen or something. But since I've been married, like, I've made a commitment. I will cook dinner every night, and it will be like a real dinner. Now, obviously, if I was like sick or really busy or had some reason why I couldn't cook dinner, like, obviously Daniel would understand that. But, you know, it's different when you've made a commitment to, like, this is my job and I'm gonna do it really well. Whereas when you're single, you can kind of slack off and it doesn't really matter and it doesn't affect anyone else. That's probably the main difference. Sometimes it's hard, but I take pride in the work that I do, so I want to do it well. And when you are doing something like cooking dinner or getting groceries, and you're doing it for yourself and another person, there's also a lot more motivation there, because you're doing it kind of as an act of love for the other person instead of just like, oh, I have to do this. So that changes it a lot too. And again, I'll just say, this is our relationship dynamic because of our situation right now. This is not a blueprint for how everyone else should be doing it or anything like that. Everyone else's situation is different. This was just a day in my life with the responsibilities I have right now. For anyone that wants to know what it's like to be a housewife, and for maybe those that are housewives and are also kind of feeling like stuck, bored at home right now like I am. I actually had like a pretty good freelancing business going on before the pandemic, and during the pandemic I lost almost all of my clients. I've definitely been feeling a little bored at home recently. I'm sure I'll get back there eventually, but for right now my only job mostly has been being a housewife, so this is a definite change of pace for me. Okay, well, it is very late now, so I need to get going. The little work that I do have left, I do need to do it right now. I actually should have been doing it all day today, but I really needed to go grocery shopping instead. So here I am at 11 p.m. now starting my client work. So that's great. Whew. Okay, so I'm gonna get going now, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.